the concept of dowry death, very important insofar as your exam is concerned. So what exactly is dowry death? Now, let me give you a small brief idea about the concept of dowry. Now, in India, there happens to be this particular practice. It's a practice during marriage. It's a particular practice that during marriage, the wife's family gives certain things to the husband's family. Okay? Bed, sofa, TV, refrigerator, bike, motorbike, aeroplane, not an aeroplane, just joking. Okay. So there is this custom. Now, without demand, if my wife's family wants to give me something, that is not dowry. That is not dowry. What is dowry? Understand the thin line difference. It is when you are demanding something. Suppose I tell, give me an aeroplane, give me a motorbike, give me a flat, give me this. That is dowry. But if you haven't asked for something and your in-laws are giving you a golden ring, that is not dowry. So that is the difference. Are you demanding something or are you not? Now, dowry is a system which is predominantly in the northern belt, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, this area. Eastern part less, southern part also less. Now, let's understand what dowry is. So, in case there is a demand for any movable or an immovable property from the husband's family to the wife's family, that is called dowry. Now, over the years, we have seen a married woman being subjected to cruelty because the demands of the husbands were never fulfilled. So here is a condition where the demands of the husband is not fulfilled by the wife's family, and that's the reason why a wife is tortured physically, mentally, whatever. And owing to this torture, at times women died. For which reason the Indian laws come into being, which says that what is dowry death? Now, if a woman dies within 7 years of her marriage, very, very important. If a woman dies within 7 years of her marriage, owing to an unnatural reason, a heart attack, it can be a heart attack, right? So if a woman dies under unnatural circumstances like burns, bodily injury, so there is a death owing to burns or bodily injury within 7 years of the marriage, within 7 years. 7 years is very, very important. And before the death, before the woman dies, she was subjected to cruelty. Why? Because the demands were never fulfilled. So the fact that the demands were never fulfilled by the wife's family, there was cruelty, there was torture, there was harassment being put forth against this particular lady who got recently married within 7 years, and she died. And before her death, soon before her death, she was subjected to cruelty by the husband or the husband's family in connection with demand for dowry. Now, suppose I'll give you an example. Mr. A slaps his wife very badly. Suppose Mr. A's wife did not cook something which Mr. A wanted. In the night, the husband slaps the wife and the wife dies. Is it a case of dowry death? Is it a case of dowry death? 7 years, the death happened within 7 years, unnatural circumstances. Is it a dowry death? No, it is not. Because there was no demand of dowry. There was no demand of dowry. So unless and until there is a demand of dowry, it cannot be a dowry death. Right? Such death will be called dowry death, and the husband or the relatives will be deemed to have caused the death. Punishment under this section is imprisonment for not less than 7 years, which may extend to life imprisonment also. So this is what dowry death is under the law. Am I clear?